Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, July 22nd. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. I hope you had a great weekend. Yet another crazy, eventful weekend in the world of politics, but mine was kind of calm. Played a little golf, walked to the beach, things like that, so I was relaxed at least. On our show today, let's talk about what we got starting the week here. We got Radnet coming in with Rhonda Terrell. She's going to be talking to us about a new wave imaging site they have and a lot more going on there at Radnet, so stay tuned for that. And then later in the program, we're going to be talking with Lee McMorris and David Mitchell. They're going to be talking to us about a spoken word event they have for songs, you know, like Help Me, Rhonda, yeah. Get Her Out of My Heart, but probably better than what I'm doing right now. But anyway, spoken word songs event they have coming up. It was real popular last year, so they said, let's bring it back again for this year. So it should be fun. We'll talk to them about that a little later. Hey, right now, we've got a very important thing we want to talk to you about, Senior Scam Stoppers event and town hall discussion. It's going to be hosted by Assembly Member Diane Dixon. It's going to be Wednesday, July 1st, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in Laguna Woods Village Community Center Boardroom. So make sure you get on there for that. RSVP is available by calling 949-798-7221. And they're going to have specialists in there telling you how to protect your finances and all the kind of scams that can be in person, on the computer, over the phone, even text messages. So they're going to teach you ways how to stop them before they even start. So make sure you RSVP to that. Sounds like an event, a great event on July 31st over in the Community Center Boardroom. Hey, let's take a look outside, and man, we've got a great day for us already. Mostly sunny skies already. Temperatures are warming up. It's going to be 83, so we're going to top out. We're not going to get too hot. Maybe get a little warmer than that, but just barely. Mid-80s today, probably the same for tomorrow. And then Wednesday is going to be our warmest day of the week. And then we start a little teeny bit of a cooling trend as we head towards the weekend. So a little cooler, but really great temperatures for this time of year. We'll take it anytime. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset while we're at it. And this is really cool. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the LA Museum of Modern Art, but they have this display outside the museum area. And it's kind of cool lampposts, like real great ornate ones that they used to have here in Los Angeles all over the place. So it's kind of a collection of them they have really close together. And folks love to take pictures of those. And thank you very much, Hope Bullock, for taking a picture and sending it to us. We love it. Sunrise this morning was 5:56. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:57. And if you want to send us a picture like Hope did, you can take pictures right here in the community. Your pets, places you go, other sunrise, sunset locations would be great. We'd love to see them. Email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name like Hope did and where you took the picture, and we will put it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got one meeting to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Radnet. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Radnet Health Spot. I'm Stephanie Landon, talking to you today about screening for lung cancer. Did you know that each year, more people die of lung cancer than of colon, breast, and prostate cancers combined? The good news is that the numbers of new lung cancer cases and deaths from lung cancer continue to decrease, partly because people are quitting smoking and also due to advances in early detection. With that in mind, let's take a look at lung cancer screening so you can understand your risk or that of someone you love. Low-dose CT is a specialized screening that is used to find lung cancer before you have symptoms and before the cancer has spread, when it becomes more difficult to treat. The exam itself is quick and easy. There are no needles for contrast or X-ray dye and no need to fast before the exam. Most importantly, this screening test is covered by almost all insurance plans for most people at high risk. So what is considered high risk? There are a few factors used to assess candidacy for this screening, all of which involve your smoking status. These include having at least a 20-pack year smoking history, currently being a smoker, or having quit smoking within the last 15 years, and you are between the ages of 50 and 80. Anyone who is at high risk for lung cancer due to their smoking history should speak with their healthcare provider about getting a low-dose chest CT. The fact is, The key to surviving cancer is finding it in its earliest stage. And the best way to find lung cancer early, if you are at high risk, is with a low-dose lung CT.
Rhonda Terrell is the Regional Operation Manager over at RadNet. Welcome to our program. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So you guys have this New Wave Imaging site that you just opened up. Tell us what New Wave Imaging is in the first place. How is it different than other, X-rays, CAT scans, and those kinds of things?
So Wave Imaging is the name. We're in a joint partnership with Memorial Care. So we have RadNet and Memorial Care. So the joint name is Wave Imaging.
Okay.
And we have about 32 locations.
Oh, okay.
This is the newest location in South Orange County, and it's Wave Imaging Saddleback.
Okay. And so what are the offerings there? Is it just kind of your basic, CAT scans, CT, all those kinds of things?
Yes, we have brand new MRI units. So we have two. We have a 3T, which is, and we call it an MRI 3T shortboard, so it's a little shorter and wider. So if you're a little claustrophobic, but not a lot, you could pretty much get your scan very comfortably. Then we have an open. I don't know if you know what a moon pie is, but the open is, so a moon pie is, there's two pieces like this, the cream in the middle, and it's open on the side.
Okay.
So the open is opens all around. People mistake an open unit thinking they can stand up and it's just wide open.
Okay.
Right? So all the sides, instead of going into a tube, they're open on the side.
Now, how does that help in terms of what is that different? How is that different from a regular one that people got to run through this big tube or whatever that is? How has it changed?
So for our 3T short wide board, it's much wider and it's shorter, so you don't feel like you're going through this long tunnel and sitting in a dark tunnel for a long time.
Okay.
And then the open unit, because it's open on both sides, you feel less confined and restrained. And the table is in the open as well, so there's no long tube that you're going through.
Is that one of the things that a lot of people who've had to go through these procedures that kind of like they're taking pictures, but they feel that claustrophobic kind of feeling,
Right.
and they feel scared, and they don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Is that kind of the innovations that are moving towards getting away from that feeling for folks?
Yes, so that's what our open unit's really good for. We have patients that'll start out on our 3T unit, and they're like, nope, let me out, let me out. So we will try to fit them into our open unit so they don't have to come back, and then they do that, and they're much more comfortable.
But are you giving up anything in terms of accuracy in the image and the detail and those kinds of things?
No, because our Hitachi Open, our new unit, is really upgraded. It's got new software. It's a brand new machine, so we're still getting really good quality on those images.
Is it kind of incredible to you the technology that goes into these things and how they just kind of keep getting better and better?
It's amazing. I've been in this business for many, many years, and I've seen the growth and the progression of all of the machines. And so seeing these machines and how patients can get through their imaging and see the quality of it and how far it's progressed, it's amazing.
Now, when you partner with Saddleback Memorial and folks like that, what do they bring to the table in terms of that partnership?
So we're in a managing partnership, so we do everything we can to take care of their patients. And then our radiologists also do the reading. They have many outside imaging centers that just do ultrasound and x-ray. So our radiologists do all the reading for those outside imaging centers. And it's a partnership where combined we offer a multitude of services all through South Orange County, Long Beach, North Orange County, the Southern California areas.
Okay. And it's helped streamline the process of getting that information right to the doctor so they can make those readings like sometimes same day and that kind of thing?
Yes. The Memorial Care has a software program called Epic, and we have accessibility to that, so we can go in and get a patient's order or check for the authorization. It makes it quicker so nobody's calling the doctor's office looking for that. And then also, by the same token, they have some access to our RISC program, which is our software, where they can get the reports and the images, and they can do an electronic order, and then that report goes directly to the patient's MyChart.
So what are some of the new services that you have at this new location? And kind of take me through the process of what someone goes in, or someone coming from this community, what they go through to get there and get into the appointment and all that.
Okay, so we have a beautiful new center. It's brand new, just opened in April. We just had our open house last week. But we have as I mentioned before, the 2 new MRI units. We also do myelograms and arthrogram procedures at this location. We have an ultrasound room that does a lot of biopsies for patients, such as thyroid biopsies.
Okay.
And then we have a PET CT unit. We do a lot of CTs, but our PET unit is opening in August, so we're very excited to get that open and running so that we can treat those patients for that. And then we're bringing to the table our new Tulsa program.
Okay, tell me about the Tulsa prostate procedure. Tell me about that. We've talked about it on the show previously with other doctors, but it's always a good thing to recap.
Well, it's amazing. Since it was being brought to my region, I'm one of those people that I want to know what's being done within my region. So I actually drove to Beverly West Hills to see it in action. And the patient from start to finish gets his cancer treated. It's like about 4 hours from start to finish. Our center becomes an outpatient surgery center, basically.
Okay.
But it's an embolization procedure, so you have anesthesiologists, you have nurses, you have MRI techs, you have a urologist, you have a radiologist, all on site that day. It's a very cultivated and really important screening process that a patient goes through. We don't want to just have anybody do it, you know. We want to make sure that they qualify, that we can meet their needs, that we can treat them successfully with this. And so there's a lot of successful rates, percentages that have been going on with this, and so now our center is going to be seeing patients on Saturdays.
Right, and some of the, from regular prostate cancer surgeries, you know, there's impotence can happen, you know, leakage and those kinds of things, but this procedure, from my understanding, is that it minimizes those side effects and the things that happen afterwards, right?
Exactly. So I also worked at a radiation oncology center for 6 years, so I saw the radiation treatment of prostate as well, right, and how it's a lengthy, long treatment. It can be very painful because it's radiation from the inside
and they're radiating, you know, they're radiating the entire area. So there's a lot of like ancillary things that are getting radiated that we wish there weren't.
Exactly. So the focus of this is literally the radiologist and the urologist are in there mapping out the treatment area for that cancer. And the patient's asleep through the whole process, getting to enjoy a nice nap, and they're treating it so that when the patient's recovered and waking up in basically like a post-op room, the idea is that that tumor's been eradicated.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
And then they can follow up with more scans later on and those kind of tests to make sure
Yes.
that everything's fine and it's continued to be, you know, the complete removal of the tumor and everything.
Exactly. And they are really careful when they're mapping out the treatment that morning. They're mapping out the whole area because they don't want to get the bladder. They don't want to get anything unnecessary. They want to just treat that tumor.
It's such a sensitive area in
Yes.
there. There's so many other things going on there that you don't want to mess around with.
Exactly.
Is it amazing to you, again, I'll say this again, amazing to you the technological advances in just this procedure, the Tulsa procedure, that have come over the past few years?
I love it. It's fascinating
Yeah.
to see because, like I said, I worked at a radiation center and and those treatments are very important in their own right. But to see how far we've come and that we can treat something in the same day and from start to finish, they get this treatment and then they can leave, go home and recover for a day and then go about their regular life, and it's not 6 weeks of treatment. It's incredible. It's amazing to be a part of this cutting edge treatment.
Now, for folks who need scans or folks who need MRIs, things like that, is there anything that's there that's not covered by regular insurance? I mean, are all of these things usually covered by the regular systems? They're not a new technology that this insurance hasn't started to cover yet?
Tulsa is the only program yet that's not covered by insurance, but like every great program, initially we have to just put it out there, show our success with it, show how much it's doing for the patients, how well and the outcome is. And from there, then it takes a little while, but then we hope to bring it to insurance.
All right, one more time, tell us where the New Wave Imaging site is so folks know.
It is over at 23961 Calle de Magdalena. It's over in the big black glass building next to the hospital.
Terrific. All right. Rhonda Terrell, thank you so much for joining us from RadNet. We appreciate the information, all good stuff.
Thank you, it was my pleasure.
When we come back, we'll be doing spoken word songs with the folks from Old Pros. Stay with us.
A Attention all club organizers, party planners, and those who simply love to gather and celebrate life's special moments. Are you tired of the hassle of cooking for your events? Looking for a convenient and delicious solution? Introducing our easy and convenient catering trays, perfect for groups of any size from 35 to 90. Need a larger space to host your event? Look no further than our restaurant's banquet room, the perfect venue for your next gathering. Call us today to place your catering order or reserve our banquet room for your next event. Create memories and traditions with Polly's Pies.
At Motion Drip, we believe in proactive wellness. Our IV therapy is designed to give you the well-being you deserve. With increased vitamin absorption directly into your bloodstream, it will replenish your body with hydration and nutrients to support your body's functions, increase energy levels, slow signs of aging, improve muscle recovery, and boost stamina. We are located right outside of Gate 8 on Moulton Parkway. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your appointment today, as we will be your proactive partner in wellness.
Go beyond better hearing with artificial intelligence. At Advanced Ear Care, we've taken regular hearing care to a new level with artificial intelligence performance. This provides smarter, clearer balance of sound. Artificial intelligence identifies background noises and reduces them so you can hear the soft-spoken speech clearly. Don't be afraid of this technology. It works automatically. Put them on and hear better all day in all situations. Hear the conversations clearly with family, friends, and caregivers. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Your smile is key to your overall health. Put it into good hands with Lohberg Dental. We are restorative dentistry experts specializing in fillings, crowns, dental implants, root canals, and more. Come experience our exceptional care for yourself with a special offer for new patients. Your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. Let us give you something to smile about. Visit drlohberg.com today to make an appointment and get your free exam and x-rays.
As these guys are turning off their phones, I'll let you know that the old pros are here and they have a great spoken word event based on songs coming up a little later this month. And I want to welcome to the program Lee McMorris and David Mitchell. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
Lee's still messing with her phone. So I'm going to start with you, David. Tell us a little bit about the spoken word event that you have coming up.
Well, this is the second annual spoken word that we're going to be doing, and it was huge success last year. And this year we have, I believe, 18 performers, individual performers that are not going to sing the song, but they're going to talk the song. So no singing allowed.
I want to correct you.
As I said, there may be singing around.
No, they're not going to talk the song. They're going to act the song.
Okay, they're going to perform the song. Let's say perform the song. And that's what I was going to say. Are they bringing real performance qualities to the song? Are they bringing like emotion or humor or depth of drama to it?
Oh yes, my gosh, yes. The idea for it came actually because I had, and he remembers it also, so it tells you where we are as far as the decades go. And what we heard Steve Allen being one of the great developers of nightly TV.
Oh, sure.
And he did a bit in which he had his people, and there may be about 5 or 6 anyway, all dressed formally. I mean, just tuxedos and white bow ties, marvelous. And they would get up and they would recite a lyric, and usually it was a silly one.
Right.
But they do it with enormous sincerity.
They deliver.
And they would look very hurt if you laughed at them. So what we're trying to introduce them to is the same thing. Well, in this collection of them, we have both very serious things, and we have some that are amusing, some that should be amusing and probably aren't. But a selection of them, and a selection of styles. We have those that this is maybe the second or the third thing they've ever done in their life.
Yeah. And at least it's short, right? Instead of committing to a whole play, okay, I'm going to just do a 2-minute song.
Exactly, 2 to 2.5 minutes, exactly. So it's so much easier for that.
Now, David, when I hear a song, there's the music to it sets the tone, and there's big rises and choruses and what they call the drop and that kind of stuff. So what kind of interpretation do you think that people can bring to a spoken word that gives you a whole different feeling?
Well, this is definitely going to be different because you have this music in your head that you listen to maybe from the 70s or 60s and you know all the words, and now all of a sudden people are acting it, not talking.
Performing it.
How'd I do? Performing it.
Let's develop that first.
So you have a total different take on it.
You do, because usually everybody can hum the thing. Not many people get past the first verse. And yet what we have are some of the greatest lyricists around, with Cole Porter and Anthony Newley and a group of others, I got them. But the lyrics aren't listened to. And what we're giving them is we're treating this as poetry,
right?
But poetry in many instances talking it.
Do people discover I didn't even know that song was about that, now that I heard it spoken? Like, discover something about the song they never experienced before.
And some of them are stories, are actually stories within the thing. And some are just nonsense. And one of the greatest nonsense things I think I ever heard was Danny Kaye doing the Russian composers, singing it. Every one of them. It was one of the fastest deliveries that was ever done of that song. That was early in his career.
You know.
Now, are you performing, David?
Yes.
What song have you chosen?
Well, that's a surprise.
Oh, okay. I don't want to spoil. No spoilers.
There are 18 different performers, and I'm coming on last.
Oh,
so I'm closing the show. The big, well, we hope. Mine is. So it's a
Will
song.
You be serious, or is it going to be comedy? Give me that.
It's a song that we all know.
Okay.
Everybody knows, and I wrote a skit within the song.
Oh wow! Okay.
And hopefully, it's going to be very funny. Audience participation is greatly desired, but I think it's going to be pretty funny.
Okay, so I want to remind folks when and where everything. It's going to be July 24th over at Clubhouse 7. Doors open at 6:30. Show is at 7 p.m. Members are free. Guests are $5 per person. And go to Old Pros for more information on their website and their email. What do you think is the most surprising thing about this show that people are going to come away from?
The realization that the words really mean something. Most people do not. They don't hear the words are just part of the way to move the song, move the music along. But the words in these things, this is poetry. And that sounds as if it's very high. It isn't. It is heartfelt. Some of it is just absolutely beautiful. Some of it, as I said, is just silly. And we hope to give them both senses of it. For example, like the Chattanooga Choo Choo. And everybody was doing this, with the train.
Pardon me, boy?
Train wheels going round and round. And the song is still valid, and Tennessee still has, the Chattanooga Choo Choo still has the train there, and it runs through the hills.
Still a thing.
You know what's funny? I don't know the words to any song. I cannot sing. Now, after Happy Birthday, I'm glad. So this is going to be really fun for me.
But it's true. How many people really know anything beyond the first
right?
verse?
They'll know a chorus of something, the big sell of it, but they don't know the internal words and the story inside the song of the lyrics and those kinds of things.
And there are several songs that have that type of thing in it, but fortunately we don't do all of them. So, no. Then you have some. One of my favorite ones are some of the British ones, like Michael Flanders. I'm doing a thing called "Have Some Madeira, Madeira."
Okay.
It's a cautionary tale to young girls.
Just one drink more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great show, and people get out there. I want to do one more time before we go. It's going to be July 24th, Clubhouse 7. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Show is at 7. Old Pros are putting on. Words with no music.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us.
You're very
All right,
welcome.
thank you.
Happy to do it.
When we come back, we'll be previewing Monday's movie. Stay with us.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Tickets are on sale now at the Pack for the California Club's entertainment event, Kenny Cetera's Chicago Experience, a tribute to the band Chicago. Saturday, August 3rd, 7:30 p.m. at the Pack. Kenny and his 7-piece band with a 3-horn section will produce the true sound of the original Chicago band. The evening will highlight all the best of Chicago with songs like 25 or 6 to 4, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, and If You Leave Me Now, and more. You don't want to miss this one.
Your first day of retirement. What will you wake up to? Freedom? Time? Adventure? Your ideal retirement doesn't just have to come alive in your dreams. Awaken to your new reality. Awaken your spirit, your vision. It's not a dream. It's your next chapter, your future, and it's in reach. Next generation retirement doesn't happen by accident. Plan for your bright future. Awaken to what's possible.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Speaking of great spoken words and songs, the movie is going to be Tommy for this Monday, and it is a fantastic one. It's their rock opera. It stars Anne Margaret, Roger Daltrey, Elton John, Jack Nicholson. Everybody's in this thing. It's an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it before, make sure you watch it. It's brought to us by Saddleback Memorial Care. It's going to be on 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles. The musical fantasy drama is based on The Who's, of course, 1969 rock opera album Tommy, about the psychosomatically deaf, mute, and blind boy who becomes a pinball champion. He sure played a mean pinball, and a religious cult leader. So enjoy that one. Terrific, fun movie. Very much of its time, but just a great one. So I'm glad we're playing that one here for everybody to enjoy. Let's take a quick check of the weather before we head out. And we got a warm week. Really, really great temperatures. Mid 80s for the most part. And as we get a little later in the week, we're going to get a little bit cooler, back to the low 80s. But just wonderful temperatures. Lots of sunny skies. Overnight in the 60s. So open the windows and cool down the house and enjoy that. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.